Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of The Expert in The Apprentice. I'm Brooke and I wanted to learn more about nut milks. I'm allergic to dairy and I started purchasing willy-nilly different things to try them. Almond, cashew, flax milk, and you do go through them quickly. Some brands don't last long on the shelf, some last forever, and it kind of freaks me out actually. It's a little bit strange. Yeah. A couple weeks later it's still good and you're not sure why. But I did want to venture into finding out how to make my own, and I'm a hands-on learner. So Kim here, I was lucky enough to meet her, and she's going to show us how to make them. So tell us about yourself.
Okay, I am a nutritional health coach, and I've been doing this for a couple of years now. I've always kind of lived a sort of healthy lifestyle, and I recently, in the last few years, have discovered a super healthy lifestyle, things I didn't know. So we don't know what we don't know. But I did discover how to make milks from nuts and seeds, and I'm going to show you today how to make almond milk. And Brooke is going to learn so that she can do it at home.
I'm excited. I do use it all the time, sometimes for cooking or just with, cereal. And
right.
I've been wondering how to make it for a long time, so I'm excited.
Okay, yeah,
So
this
we
can
do
be
first.
used coffee, tea, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So the first step is to choose high quality ingredients. So I've got sea salt here, I've got honey. You can choose different sweeteners. You can use maple syrup, grade B organic maple syrup. You could use stevia leaves, you could use dates. There's a lot of options.
Awesome.
And then vanilla. And you don't actually even have to add any of these things. You can make it completely plain, just water and nuts. But we are going to make it with this today.
I'm excited.
You need a colander. You need a container to pour the completed milk into, and a funnel is always helpful. You need a pulp bag to strain the pulp from the nuts.
Is this like cheesecloth? Could you use cheesecloth?
You could, however, cheesecloth has a much more open weave, and so it allows more pulp through.
Okay.
Right. I make these and I sell them. So.
Oh, awesome. Now I know where to get it.
Yeah.
Get mine.
And then nuts, and you want to have your nuts soaking. So these
soak your nuts.
A minimum of 7 hours. And the reason that you want to soak them is to remove the natural defense mechanism that is on the outside of them. This is actually a nutritional inhibitor, and it contains toxic substances like phytic acid and tannins that actually help the nuts to survive until proper growing conditions. But what this coating does is it also makes it very hard for us to digest them, and it also makes it hard for our body to absorb the nutrients that are naturally in these nuts. So by soaking them, you're going to make them much more nutritionally available to your body.
Okay. I heard something about that once, but I wasn't even sure what it was. So soak your nuts, moral of the story.
Soak your nuts.
7 hours.
And you could minimum. It depends. Some nuts are a little bit different, but standard is 7 hours.
Are these raw almonds?
These are raw organic.
Well,
yes.
Okay. Do we always make milks from raw nuts?
You do want raw because if they're roasted, it's heated them and it has changed the oil content. It's also changed the nutritional content.
So raw nuts, soak them for at least 7 hours.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes. Okay, so almonds, for example, are very rich in vitamins and minerals. They're alkaline forming, so they help to keep your body in a healthy pH. They help to improve your cholesterol, your heart health, because of the healthy omega-3 fatty enzymes, and they nourish your nervous system. They're also low glycemic, and they can help normalize blood pressure. So almonds are a great choice.
All right.
Okay, so we are going to we're going to strain and rinse these in the colander.
Okay.
Then we're going to put them in the blender here, and the ratio is 2 to 1 with water. And we're going to add our additives, and we're going to blend it, and then we'll come back.
Okay. So we have 1 cup of soaked almonds here that we're going to strain and then put in the blender with 2 cups of water.
Yes.
Is that right?
Exactly.
Okay, I'll go do that. Okay, we're back. So we went to the kitchen and made the almond milk. We had 1 cup of raw, organic, soaked almonds. We soaked them in the refrigerator for at least 7 hours.
Yes.
Then we added 2 cups of water to that, a pinch of salt, a splash of vanilla, and a tablespoon of raw organic honey to sweeten it. You don't have to sweeten it. You don't have to add vanilla. You don't have to add salt. This is just for flavor. And then now we are on to the next steps.
Yes. And this, okay, so now we're going to take the pulp bag.
Pulp bag.
And I want you to like hold.
This was so easy.
Yeah, take just that.
Okay.
And pick it up and put it over the bowl.
So just pour through the pulp
and
bag.
just pour right into the pulp bag, right? Okay.
All right.
And then
undo.
Yep, undo, and then you're going to take
God, I
this.
managed to not make a mess so far.
And you are going to twist like this.
Okay.
And squeeze. You'll eventually get to the point where your hands are just going to start, really squeezing.
Getting down dirty. This smells so good. I can smell the vanilla, the honey. I'm excited.
Good.
Okay. So just don't be gentle. Just go crazy.
No.
Okay.
You can just
Let's
go
get
crazy.
into this. Okay, so we're straining out all the
liquid from the pulp.
liquid from the pulp
Right.
and the nuts.
And the cool thing is, you can use these pulps. You can turn them into flours. You can.
Okay.
This is almond meal, basically. You can dry it and grind it down finer and turn it into almond flour.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's
like I'm really milking something.
Yes, you're getting a lot of use out of this.
Awesome.
So it's not just wasted.
And I could keep going, but
yes, you could. So go ahead and just stick that
I'll
in there. Okay. And then we are going to pour this into a jar.
Okay.
And I should have got a glass. So
it's okay. All right. So once we strain it, how long does this last in the refrigerator?
This lasts about 5 days.
Okay.
It doesn't last very long.
So you don't need to make too much at a time. Just whatever suits you.
And technically, you would get, if you made 1 cup of almonds with 2 cups of water, you'll end up with 2 cups of milk. So
True, that makes sense.
Yeah, you end up with the same amount of liquid that you used.
Awesome.
So, gauge that.
All right, so it's time to sample the final product so I can grade it. Let's see what I think. It looks different. It looks thicker and like whiter, not so watery. It's the one that I buy, because I buy almond milk all the time.
See, and the thing too about the packaged milks, you don't even know how much almond they actually used in there. You don't know. I mean, that's a half gallon, right? That's a half gallon. Or is it a quart?
It depends.
Yeah, whatever.
This is so good, and I'm not just being dramatic.
Good.
Oh my, I will never buy almond milk again. I'm not kidding. It tastes more like milk than almond milk when you purchase it in the store is kind of watery.
It is, yeah.
This is so creamy. Okay, please, musical note. Please make your own almond milk. Just try it once. It was so super simple and way tastier than the store.
And it really only takes 5 minutes at the most of your actual time to blend it and squeeze out the pulp, and you have almond milk.
That was no time at all. So just to review, we had 1 cup of soaked organic almonds in the refrigerator, raw, in the refrigerator for at least 7 hours. We put that in the blender with 2 cups of water. We had it in there for 45 seconds to a minute. You can't over blend it, so don't be afraid if you go over time. Then we added the 1 tablespoon of honey, a pinch of salt, splash of vanilla, blended it again, and then we put it through the pulp strainer, which is finer than cheesecloth, so check that out. She also sells it. We'll post a link for that as well. And then once we strained it through here, we just poured it to a glass and drank it, and it lasts about 5 days in the refrigerator for you guys. So you can use it for drinking, cooking, baking, anything you use it for. Awesome.
Absolutely. And we'll post the full, complete recipe and also a recipe for what to do with the pulp, too. You can turn it into flour or add to smoothies.
No waste here.
Yeah.
No waste. Right. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning into our episode of
The Expert
and The Apprentice.
See
you next
guys.
time.
Bye.